Contracting is another form of business. So today we are going to look on ways or how to succeed in this form of business. If you are new to this channel, please watch to the end, like, subscribe, share to other groups, and you can leave me a comment. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. This is our channel. So today, let's look at tips to succeed in this contracting business. So my number one point is market your company. Most people who are informed or who are aware of this contracting business have registered their companies. But what should we do with them? In fact, we have majority of people in offices who have companies in their desks not active. Because they were told to register a company, they'll be given a job. No. So this year 2022, we want to change this narrative. We have to go out there and look for these jobs. We are not going to register companies and keep them to ourselves. So market your company. Market your company. Because there's no other way people will know if you have a company or if you can qualify to offer a service or even a supply. So market your company. Number two thing, communication. Communication is key. For example, if you need a plumber, you have a problem with your sewer system, you want a plumber or any fundi that you need, you have to make a phone call. So what happens? Some of these fundis, they give you a number, they keep on changing numbers, and it makes them lose on these jobs. So this year, we are going to stay put with our phones. 24/7, our phones will never be off. Let's keep our phones on, and not just on silent. It could be on and on silent mode. Let's be active with our phones, because that's the simplest mode of communication. So let's communicate, have proper mode of communication. And we can also set up an office so that whoever is looking for our services can find us there. So let's improve on our communication so that we don't miss out on these jobs. Another point, let's be honest and upfront. When a client calls you and needs you to offer a service, let's be honest to this client. If you have so much to handle, tell this client you will not handle it at that particular time. Give a time frame of whatever you have. When once you clear, you take over this other job. Or if you can handle it, then be clear with your time frame. Don't give false time frame, then you end up failing to deliver within the time you gave by yourself. Let's be honest and upfront. Whenever you are needed, we are there on time. And if a client needs any clarification, we are there to give any clarifications that are needed. If we do this, we shall retain our honesty and we shall get referrals from these clients that we've offered our services before. So let's be honest with our business. Another point, let's be timely to return our BQs or quotes. When we are given a job and told to quote for this job, let's act on it fast. That way, it also enhances on the honest part. When someone tells you to quote the prices and bring it back, you don't have to go out there. Stay for 2 weeks until this person has to follow up using a phone call. That way, you already lost trust in such an individual. So this year, 2022, those are things we are correcting for us to thrive in our businesses. Another point to consider, let's be fair in our prices. We should not overprice our services. let's not overprice. Because you did a good job and you are praised for it or you are appreciated by many people, don't go overpricing. And don't also underquote. Don't underprice it. You need to make profit out of this job. So always be fair in your pricing. Check on the market rates and fall within the market rates. Don't go overboard or under. You need this business. So you also don't underquote and you, tunasema in Kiswahili, unajichoma. We need to in this business. Usijichome. Be fair in your prices. Another point to consider, start small. We always say the slogan nowadays is kazi ni kazi. Start small. Because you have registered a company, you are receiving big jobs. When someone calls you for a small job of repair or something, maybe a job that will cost you below $1,000 or below 100,000. Let's say even that's very high. Let's say it's a job that will cost you 50,000 Kenyan shillings or 500 US dollars. Take it up. Take it up. We start small in order to reach there, to get those big. Don't ignore these small jobs now that you've grown beyond them. Don't. Kazi ni kazi. We need money. So there's no small money and big money. Money is money. Take up this job. Do it to the perfect. Then this person will consider you for a bigger job or will give you a referral. So don't ignore any job. Whether small, whether it's not worth you, it will take a very short time, or whether it costs very little, go for it. You know this is a contracting company, so you have your laborers. Send one of them to take up on that role and make sure you go there in person to supervise, just to show this client that you care. That way you'll retain your clients and you'll do more jobs out of their referrals. Another point, be open to new ideas. Sometimes you will go take up a job from a client, either who is constructing or needs some cleaning services. Please, if this client give you suggestions that he wants or she wants the job done in this manner, if you can do it, please do it. Be open to new ideas. That way, you shall retain your clients and you will be in good books with them. So always be open to new ideas. Another thing, hire people who with the right skills. People with the right skills doesn't mean the paper reads. This person studied for example, someone could have studied electrification, but this person is so good in plumbing. So take this person for plumbing, not for electrification, because for electricity or whatever, because the certificate is reading that. Consider the services this person is offering. If this person is good at this, take up this person on board for that role that the person is good at, not what the papers say. So that's what I mean by the people with the right skills, not with the right profession. Then another thing, these people could be having a skill that you don't have. You will all agree with me. Most of us who left our training institutions some years back, things are never the same in those trainings because the world is so dynamic, especially for these the people who trained in these practical jobs. So many has changed because technology is evolving every day. So you'll be rest assured, if you hire someone who left a training institution in recent years, will come up with a new idea that either you or other team members do not have. So consider hiring such kind of people. You mix with the old ones. That way you will also be dynamic. So always hire people with the right skills and people who are passionate with their job. Yeah. You have to consider that. You don't have to work with a team, people that you are forcing to do things, people you have to follow up to keep pushing. No, let these people have that passion for the job. Let the desire come from within. That way they shall perform and deliver the best services to your clients, and you shall retain your clients and thrive in your business. Another thing, don't alter prices in your quotes. If you've done this business before, you'll understand sometimes you can duplicate a BQ. You'll assume this job I've been doing it, I know it. Then you duplicate a BQ or price. You imagine that you did this job last month or the last 2 months and put the prices. No, always find out the current prices. Sometimes you do that mistake and you realize that particular thing has increased in prices or prices have changed. Therefore, if you do such a mistake, please own up. Own up, don't alter quotes. Don't tell your client you have to change this price because according to the market, it has increased or it has changed. No, own up. It is your mistake. I said earlier on in my other video to own up. Don't be blaming others for your mistakes. So that is your mistake. Own it up. Don't alter that quotation. Own it up. Now it will be a learning lesson to you so that next time you quote, you will not repeat the same mistake. Then another thing, equip yourself. In any line of business, equip yourself. That way you shall be safe from the law. What do I mean by this? Number one, have the right licenses. If you are a contractor on a construction site, make sure you have the right licenses from the NCA if you are in Kenya, National Construction Authority. Make sure you have the license from NEMA. You've been permitted to work on that particular site. And make sure you have the right gears on the site. Don't send your people, your laborers on the site with wrong outfits or attires. Let them have the right gears for the job. If they needed to have helmets, if they needed to have the aprons, let them have those gears. Then another thing, consider to insure your employees. Consider to take up insurance. You know, these are risky job. Consider to insure your team. That one should be considered a lot. So always equip yourself. Have the right documents for this job. That way you will stay long in this job and you shall thrive. And another thing also, I was forgetting. Consider to use social media handle. Things like YouTube channel, things like Google, things like Instagram. Keep visiting these places. This is where you will also learn new ideas for your business. Keep checking because the world is so dynamic. As I said earlier on, you'll realize that if you are in construction industry, you will realize nowadays even in the village, people are putting up houses using tiles. So if you have you and your team, you've been using iron sheets to roof, you have to learn the new technology on how to roof with tiles. You have to learn that. How to roof with tiles. Roofing tiles is what I'm talking about. And even the floor tiles, they've changed. You know, they used to be these small tiles, but nowadays people are moving to these larger ones. And we have many other things in construction industry. It's so